The swarm brought ruin to our world. Our proud people became refugees. And yet, they could not shatter our unity. For we are bound by the Kala, the sacred union of our every thought and emotion. Today, we retake our homeworld, and with it, our legacy.
All right, welcome back everybody to yet another CSO Cup. This one's number 69. Once again, it's my pleasure to bring it to you. Yeah, we're just sorting out some bracket stuff and we'll be ready to go in a bit, but yeah, looking forward to another week of Cup. And yeah, let's kick this one off. Let's do this. Yeah, how have you guys been? How has everyone's week been? So yeah, no real complaints on this side. looking forward to some good StarCraft. Looks like we got a late entry. So yeah, just trying to sort this out quickly, and we'll be on our way. So yeah, happy days, happy days. Yeah, sorry, just trying to sort this out. 2 seconds. And hopefully we can get some StarCraft on the way. Yeah, Cup number 69. Really glad that we've been able to make it go this far. We got a bracket reshuffle. So this one. 7, 8, and yeah, so yep, apologies, just trying to get this all sorted. Yeah, but I'm in a party. And yeah, vetoes are rocking. So happy days. Happy days, and so it begins. Hope you guys are looking forward to some StarCraft. I know I am, and I really hope you guys are too, because it's gonna be fun. I think another CSO Cup. Always a good time. Yeah, always a good time, and generally some good StarCraft. So thanks for hanging out, and and yeah, we are we're almost ready to go. There we go, so side delta. Looks like we're gonna kick this off with some PvP. Side delta's out. Alcyone's out. Amphion is out. These players are funny. Post Youth is out. We'll see. Dynasty. Okay. So looks like Oceanborn's out. Oh, Golden Aura. Ghost River still in. Alcyone. Crimson Court still in. Okay. Let's see what the picks are. First map's gonna be Crimson Court. Oh. No, Crimson's out. First map's gonna be Ghost River. Yeah. Ghost River, then Golden Aura. And yeah, players are ready to go. Go-go's get called. And yeah, it's gonna happen. It's on, it's on, it's on. I hope you guys are ready. Some PvP action to kick us off. Alright. As we have spawning in the top left hand corner of Ghost River, it's the red Protoss player, Team Void, Seraphit. Burnett in the top right hand side for 3D Clan, orange Protoss player, F2 click. Okay, alright, so let's see how Ghost River plays out here. Got a Gateway Scout coming out of Seraphit and no Scout yet out of F2 click, so yeah, we shall see how this PvP kicks off. So far everything is as it should be. F2 click, gonna go for a Scout now, but is there we go. I'll say is a little bit delayed, Seraphit being annoying, and with that position of the probe denying F2 click from putting the cyber core where he wanted to. But yeah, Seraphit just a bit ahead. Second gateway is almost done. F2 click feeling the need to start off the Zealot just on the low ground, just to posture a bit defensively. I think F2 click feeling a little bit of the pressure here. Seraphit might be a bit higher MMR, but it's not a big deal. Nexus starts first here for Seraphit, who's just scouting around. Sentry and Stalker pop out here, and that's going to be a dead probe. So first blood goes to Seraphit. Yeah, as this probe of Seraphit's going to show up and get the scouts off that. So double Sentry and a Zealot. Hallucinated Phoenix heading across the map here for F2 click, and he's going to scout the timing of that Nexus, or even possibly the timing of the Twilight. We'll see if that Hallucinated Phoenix goes back in. Does go back in. He's going to see the Twilight. So at least F2 click getting the information. Another gateway on the way finally. So it was a bit of a slow start for F2 click, but yeah, there we go. Warp gate has just finished up. Seraphit gonna get the information that something's spinning on the Twilight. It is Blink, which is a little bit faster than Seraphit, but it's not that big of a deal. Blink will probably arrive, will probably finish by the time these Stalkers get there. Well, maybe not. We'll see if Seraphit's going to go before Blink, or if he's going to wait for Blink to finish up. There's a shield battery here at the back of the ramp leading up into the main, so F2 click might be a bit yeah, there we go. A couple extra Stalkers warp in, and just 5 Stalkers, 7 Stalkers and a Sentry, as yeah, F2 click might just intercept. Maybe didn't see the army of F2 click of Seraphit show up. That's a kill on that Nexus, not a cancel, unfortunately for F2 click, who is going to recall home. Seraphit taking a third base behind us. Yeah, Seraphit in a pretty good position here. Oh, the Stalkers. Oh, good Guardian shields here on the side of Seraphit. F2 click in a little bit of trouble. Great force fields there. Just shaving off a bit of the army, but here you can see a Zealot doing a pretty good job of tanking up. Sentry almost gets taken out. Sentry finally gets taken out. 2 more defensive Stalkers warp in here, but 2 more offensive ones show up for Seraphit. Seraphit, 2 really injured Stalkers. Blink finishes up here for F2 click, and that's going to be a lifesaver there. Getting rid of one of those Stalkers. F2 click might be able to see that there's these Stalkers at the bottom of the ramp. Seraphit not in a good position here. Yeah, F2 click. Oh, there we go. Blink. Oh, Seraphit blinks first, so F2 click is able to blink afterwards and get the kill. 4 gates though, 4 gates now on the side of Seraphit. So Seraphit gonna take advantage of the slightly faster third base. Gonna start to get some minerals in, and double forge. Oh, is this immortal stuck? No, please don't be stuck. Please don't be stuck. Whew. Yeah, F2 click. You need to change that rally. Yeah, single forge on the side of Seraphit. Double forge on the side of F2 click. So F2 click gonna hopefully try and take advantage of that pretty good defense from the early game aggression. But Seraphit, Seraphit's slightly ahead on workers. He's going to have a lot more gateways. 6 gates to the 2 of F2 click, whose third gate is finished. Actually, just finished now, walking into a warp gate. Yeah, both players posturing defensively. Oh, to cancel on that assimilator. Not sure if that was intended, but either way, charge on the way for both players, +1 ground weapons on the way for both players. Right now F2 click not making use of the second forge. Not too sure if F2 click built that accidentally or has every intention of using it. I mean, with the game being so passive at the moment, it would be a good idea to make use of that second forge and hopefully have an upgrade advantage in the before the next engagement. Both players, there we go. 4 more gates on the way for F2 click, so F2 click gonna move out. Seraphit with the double hallucinated Phoenix coming in here, going to scout the 4-6 gates being built here by F2 click. F2 click is here, but Seraphit is well aware of this. There's a double observer here. So there we go, Seraphit going to push forward, jumping onto his zealots as they're warping in, gets rid of the war prism, cancels the warping completely, shield battery overcharge gets used, some good force fields, going to shave off a couple of these units, but here the double immortal show up for F2 click. F2 click just going to move back and recall home, loses one stalker in the recall process, but I mean keeps a chunk of army alive, but that's not it wasn't a very good trade. Seraphit did have the upgrade advantage there, just slightly, just momentarily. Both players fire up 2-2. There we go. Now F2 click makes use of the second forge, cancels armor upgrade and goes for shields instead. That's interesting. Warps in 8 more zealots, so 8 zealots with charge. As Seraphit's got some archons morphing in here. 3 archons. Whole bunch of stalkers. I mean, there's double observer here, so yeah, not ideal. But there's an immortal walking across the map on the way. Yeah, F2 clicking up an extra two pylons at the back of the natural. Oof. Yeah, and an extra 2 gates. F2 click going up to 10 gates. This fourth base is starting to mine, but Seraphit's moving in here. Oh, no, Seraphit gonna go up the ramp and push into the third instead. That's what it looks like. Oh, no, Seraphit's gonna come take out this fourth base. Here we go. Gonna focus down the pylon almost immediately. Probes move to the back of behind the nexus. Here we go. F2 click gonna yeah, probes are gonna get absolutely massacred. F2 click not going to push down and try to defend that. 3 archons, 2 immortals with this army, and a whole bunch of charge lots and stalkers. Seraphit gonna take that little win and head out. So thanks very much. Yeah, war prism is going to warp in 7 stalkers. Dark Shrine is on the way here for F2 click. So yeah, a couple charge lots do warp in defensively here. The pylon gets taken out, but not soon enough to stop the warp in. Seraphit pushing up into the third base here. Ooh, not with the entire army. Quite a chunk of the army gets split off here as they're probably chasing down the units of F2 click. F2 click hitting on two locations. Yeah, forcing Seraphit to split his attention. War Prism takes a little bit of damage. He's going to move up into the main, but here we go. Oh, the War Prism finally gets taken out by F2 click. Seraphit not with any offensive warpins here, but there is a disruptor that shows up to hits a pretty decent purification nova. The stalker count is quite high here for Seraphit, but some charge lots show up, and an immortal and charge lots are going to do such a good job. Oh, okay. Disruptor manages to recall out just in time. One stalker going to give chase to this immortal and charge lots. F2 click remaking this War Prism definitely got taken out in the main while that whole engagement was going on. But all said and done, both players down to like 40 odd army supply. The real advantage is Seraphit has a 30 worker lead. This is yeah, not a great position to be in for F2 click, as yeah, you can see it's banking up so much money at the moment, minerals and gas. I mean, with the like 12 charge slots that it's just walked in, you know, it's an easy way to spend your money, but you could be catching up in the upgrades. Plus 3 hasn't been started. Charge lots meet charge lots here, as it's archons, but the disruptor count here for Seraphit is pretty decent. 3 disruptors, 4 disruptors, 3 disruptors. Purification novas hits, another purification nova hits the warping in zealots. Is huge warping here. 10 charge lots warping for Seraphit defensively. Seraphit double the supply of F2 click, and I don't think F2 click is going to have enough. 2 archons, Archon and Immortal, both get picked up and move in the War Prism, but here we go. Seraphit's just moving across the map. 9. Okay, so High Templar getting warped in. They're going to morph into Archons almost immediately. Whatever can be done. F2 Click's going to try, but the army supply here of Seraphit is just too much. Going to get a cancel on this 4th base. Archons are not going to be able to come down here and defend this. Disruptors fire off their Purification Novas. Purification Novas do connect with quite a few of them. That's another kill on that base and not a cancel. Archon coming in from the back here. I think this is just going to be it. There's no army supply on the side of F2 Click. F2 Click pulls the GG. Seraphit's going to take game number 1. Seraphit playing a pretty good game number 1. Well done to F2 Click for making it a real contest there. Yeah, but Seraphit just that little bit ahead. I mean, they did trade out quite nicely there. So yeah, Golden Aura map number 2. PvPs can get so chaotic. And yeah, that's how it goes sometimes. So we've got yeah, we've got Golden Aura loading up here. We'll see if F2 Click can. We'll see if F2 Click can bring it back, or if Seraphit's gonna have enough to get the job done. Okay, we have enough time. We have enough time. So let's kick this one off. In the top left-hand corner, Golden Aura. The orange probes currently down 1-0 for 3D Clan. It's F2 Click. And in the bottom right, Team Void, the red probes, it's Seraphit. Yeah, Seraphit once again going for that gateway scout. I'd like to see if we okay. F2 Click getting that second gate down relatively quickly and then going for the scout instead. Getting the scout off a little bit earlier than last game. Hold on. I need to change my mouse batteries. Just now it dies in the middle of a fight. So yeah, we'll see how this game number 2 works out for both players, because yeah, I don't think F2 Click played badly there. Was floating quite a few minerals and gas at a stage. Didn't really make use of that second forge immediately, but I mean, all said and done, F2 Click played really well. I just think Seraphit took the good engagement. Maybe F2 Click being a little bit too zealous to hit that 3rd base, but possibly could have just gone down to the 4th base and killed that. But this pylon, both players going for a pylon block, but F2 Click gets rid of it first, so he's going to have a slight advantage in terms of economy, but not much. Seraphit has this probe just wandering around, I think, just... Oh, it's coming straight back. Yeah, it might be heading straight back. go. Hallucinated Phoenix comes in. Seraphit, you're just gonna try and get rid of it, but it survives just long enough to see. There's a Twilight at the back, back of the main. Nothing too crazy. Blink is already started here for Seraphit, and I don't think F2 Click has a Twilight, so yeah, so Blink is on the way for Seraphit. F2 Click, just going for that quick robo. We'll see how this plays out when the engagement happens, depending on the number of Stalkers, depending on whether or not Seraphit's just going to be able to blink onto the Immortals. But there we go. Robo on the way for Seraphit as well. Seraphit, it's high enough to know, in terms of rank, to know that robos are 100% a necessity in PvP. And yeah, get the robo of his own. The robo on the side of F2 Clicker finished, but he's making an observer first. Let's not forget F2 Click went for a Dark Shrine in that previous game, but just wasn't able to make use of the DTs. Hallucinated Phoenixes on both sides. Here goes Seraphis, just gonna get confirmation that it is robo. Nothing too crazy. 5 sentries in the Stalker, so Seraphis gonna say, hey, wait a second. My little army out DPS is your little army. F2 Click with a well-positioned observer is gonna actually see this army moving right about now. Let's see if Seraphit's able to get the jump on this Immortal. Blink is done, so it is 5 Stalkers and 3 sentries against. Oh, great force fields here on the side of Seraphit. He's actually going to be able to start doing some serious work on that Immortal. Shield Battery Overcharge gets used, and that Immortal is going to stay alive. Second Immortal shows up here, so Seraphit gonna head back and get out of there. Unfortunately for F2 Click, Seraphit brings the observer of his own, and at map vision is gonna get denied. Double Adepts are gonna move in here, and we'll see if yeah, if Seraphit notices the Shade. The Shade is going to finish up in the back of the natural here. So a little bit of worker harass is gonna happen here on the side of F2 Click. F2 Click gets 3 probes. The Adepts aren't syncing up their shots. There we go, 4 on the shield. Yeah, 4 probes, 5 probes go down. 5 probes for 2 Adepts. That's something that I think most players will take. Could have got a few more there with the Adepts not syncing up their shots, but you know what? 5 probes isn't bad at all. On the back of this, we have a few more gateways finishing up here, producing 3 probes at a time. Both players almost completely saturated on their naturals, on their third base. I beg your pardon. As we just have a little look at the main base of Seraphit. Now we've got what? 6 gates. Wow, F2 Click only has 2 gates. I mean, 6 more gates are on the way. A little bit of a later gateway explosion, but it's okay. There we go. Observer gonna get taken out here. So yeah, and Seraphit gonna be forced to head home. F2 Click gonna be forced to head home now that the move out has been spotted, but at least he's denied the vision on the other side of the map. 4th Nexus on the way. F2 Click just looking to try play this out into a macro game. There we go, another hallucination heading across the map, and is going to meet a whole bunch of Stalkers eventually, and yep, just gonna get taken up. Seraphit gonna start taking the 4th Nexus now. Oh, both of these hallucinated Phoenixes for Seraphit aren't going to see the move out here of F2 click. They're now going to see that there's absolutely no army at home, so F2 click is, Seraphit is going to be aware that this is coming. Oh, the one stalker shoots in their pylon sort of gave it away as the stalkers of Seraphit blink forward, take out the War Prism almost immediately. Some good force fields here on the side of Seraphit is, yeah, the three immortals, 4 immortals on the side of F2 click are just putting in so much DPS here. War Prism here for Seraphit. He's going to come in clutch with some defensive warpings here. F2 click going to be forced to recall whatever army he can, and Seraphit has pretty good honk. I mean, he's down a bit of army supply. F2 click still alive with 3 mortals. But Seraphit this time having the double forge is going to be up an armor upgrade, and yeah, both players sort of in line, head to head with the attack upgrade. But yeah, if Seraphit going to have the armor this time, F2 click not opting to go for a double forge, is now just filling out the gases, and yeah, we shall see. Templar Archives on the way here for Seraphit. 4 more gates, another robo. In a few minutes, I wouldn't be surprised to see some either player go up to 5 bases. The Zealous at the Salt Market Tower, just checking. Wait a second, has anybody taken the gold base? Nope. To click with the middle of the map, reinforcing pylon. Yeah, both players just gonna stay at home, lick their wounds, wait until they get into a better position. Extra shield battery and 2 cannons on the way here at the 4th base for Seraphit. 7 stalkers warping in here to High Templar. Double disruptor on the way, being produced here out of the double robos for Seraphit. F2 click. Just staying at home with a whole bunch of adepts, stalkers, War Prism also in siege mode at home, just so that you don't accidentally lose that. But the adepts are on their way. Both players going for a Dark Shrine, which is I think quite funny. F2 click well aware that this is coming across the map. There's a observer perfectly positioned. F2 click gonna be poised at the top of this ramp. He's gonna come down or activate one of the shields on the Immortal. Immortal gets picked off really early in this engagement. Purification Novas flying all over, taking out so many of these adepts. Now Seraphit gonna be forced to head back a bit. Some force fields. What those force fields fire? Wow. I don't know if those force fields were from both players, but making the retreat a bit awkward as well as pushing forward. This War Prism, unfortunately, in a forward position is going to get taken out once again. F2 click just not having any luck with these War Prisms at this point in time. The Immortal gets blinked on. Purification overhits, takes out a few of these Adepts. And Seraphit just taking some better engagements here. Adepts are going to turn and fight just to try to stall out these charge lots, but here we go. A couple DTs get a couple DTs get warped in and get picked up by this War Prism. War Prism is going to spot the base that F2 click has at the top side of the map, but yeah, these warping in stalkers aren't going to be enough to get, aren't going to be in time to get to hit this War Prism. The War Prism is going to duck off into this dead airspace and will probably get recalled home. But here comes the main attack for Seraphit, hitting this 4th base location in the 3rd base. So shield battery overcharge gets used. He's gonna be good to buy a bit of time here, but this Purification Novas are just absolutely decimating the army here of F2 click. Huge explosions everywhere. Seraphit gonna right click down this nexus, gonna deny mining off of this base, and now he's not gonna move up in probably into the natural here. Move up into the natural. Does give a bit of a concave here for F2 click. Purification Novas go off, land on a couple Immortals, but don't take them out. Here we go, another Purification Nova hits, and yeah, unfortunately Seraphit just with a bit of a better army here. Up 2 armor upgrades, +3 and +1 shields is about to finish now on the side of Seraphit. Seraphit just a little bit too good in game number 2, and he's gonna get the victory. So Seraphic goes on to the next round. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately for F2 Click, today was not the day. Yeah, unfortunately today was not the day. But Seraphic goes on to face off against Night Phoenix. Let's see what my next series is quickly. Okay, alright. Looks like we're just going to wow, actually, now that I think about it, cool. Looks like we're just going to follow Seraphit for a moment. Seraphit's next opponent is Night Phoenix, otherwise playing under the name Meow. Okay. Just gonna have a little bit of a stretch here. While the vetoes happen. Yeah, I mean, I love some PvP action, and there you can just see how just the, those tiny little decisions can influence the outcome of the game. And okay, so Oceanborn is going to be our first map, and then the other two second map will be Golden Aura, and third map will be Site Delta. So wow, these two players aren't messing around. Lobby's done, ready, go go. So yep, have fun gets called, and we are on our way into our second series. The old race check players called go-go without changing their race. It's okay, I mean, it happens. Yeah, so yeah, both players ready to go, and yeah, everyone is happy. Seraphit versus Night Phoenix. I think this one's going to be good. Like I say, a bit of PvP action. Never hurts anybody. Once again, just following the Protoss. Follow the leader, follow the leader. As we finally have this series off to a start. And speaking of starts, yeah, it's Meow's first game of this tournament. In the bottom right hand corner for Team Astro, Blue Protoss probes, it's Meow. And in the top left, Team Void, playing a really good PvP series and looking to keep their momentum going. It's the red Protoss player, Seraphit. Seraphine. It's yeah, Meow has 2 probes out on the map. One going for a scout and the second, okay. Meow going for a cannon rush. Does Seraphit see this? Our Seraphit sees it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The double pylon wall is, yeah, the cannon gets built behind, and that's, does a little funny walkthrough with the probe. Ooh, and he gets the kill on the probe. Wow. 1 cannon on the low ground and a gateway, so Meow really gonna be turning up the heat in game number 1. The 2 probes of Meow trying to work through this pylon that's completely blockaded the front of the top of the ramp. Photon cannon gonna finish up, and that's gonna actually help get rid of this pylon. Oh, Seraphit losing the probe. Meow gonna throw it on the probe, a little bit of a mineral walk there. Oh, Meow playing really cheeky. Ooh, Seraphit gets one of the probes. Meow is here with a second. Shield battery gets both next to the cybernetics core, so there we go. Meow just being so cheeky. Go for a little cheeky little cannon rush here. There are 2 more cannons that get thrown down in the main base here. Yeah, I'm going to cancel one of them. Second cannon is, oh, I think that's a perfect number of probes to pull to kill that cannon. Oh, these probes are in range of this cannon, but they might just take it out. Oh, they're not going to be able to take it out. The second cannon on top of the ramp is going to finish up. And, oh, feels kind of bad here for Seraphit getting cannon rushed. Down 8 workers at the moment, really struggling to defend, but now with this cannon at the top on the high ground, Meow just has perfect high ground vision here. Cannons starting to work their way through the cybernetics core. Two snow zealots gonna sort of like start to work their way through the shields on the stalker and the energy on the shield battery, but oof, you got a feel here for Seraphit, who's probably not used to getting cannon rushed in the PvP meta, so yeah. Adept now going to start to work its way through the probe. Shield battery overcharge. Oh, Citizen's Arrest. Adept is going to get taken out. Oh, not until it's taken out 2 probes, so oof. Here we go. No warp gate or anything. Now is researching warp gates at home, but yeah, still building slow stalkers out of this warp prism. As the cannon on the high ground is okay. Warp gate, it finishes up here for Seraphit. The cannon on the high ground is doing so much damage. I mean, if Meow had an extra probe here, just the shield battery would come in super clutch. You get that low HP stalk at the back. Oh, yeah, Meow doing a pretty solid container, almost double the workers. Let's not forget, Seraphit has the probe and the pylon in. Losing this gateway means Seraphit loses all ability to produce units. Seraphit now starts another gateway in Meow's main base. Shield battery overcharge gets used, but I mean that's it. Seraphit's pulling the boys and there's nothing you can do. Yep, it's scored. Now it's 1-0. Whew. I don't know if I've ever seen someone cannon rush someone, Protoss cannon rush another Protoss in a CSO Cup. So, I mean, that's a real treat. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. Yeah, some crazy yeah, it was a crazy game number one. We'll see if Meow wants to play a bit more of a normal game too, or if that just sets the tone for the rest of the series. All right, we are already in game number two. As we have in the bottom right hand corner, for Team Astro up 1-0, it is Meow. And in the top left for Team Void, it's Seraphit. Yeah, that was a bit of a cheeky one. Yeah, Meow with the double probes. I think, Seraphit was just a little bit unlucky not to get the kill on that cannon on the high ground. If he gets a kill on the cannon on the high ground, I think that's a very different situation and a very different hold. Meow going for the same thing. Forge is already on the way. Meow, thank you. And yeah, let's have a look. Yeah, Meow going to throw down 2 pylons at the top of Seraphit's, 3 pylons at the top of Seraphit's ramp. Going to block this off as probes on our pool, trying to get some good surface area on these pylons. The first pylon is going to finish up, and now I'm going to throw down 1 cannon. There we go. Probes. Oh, going to throw down another pylon on the high ground. There we go. The cannons are going to start. There's the first cannon on the high ground. There's 2 pylons, so there will be high ground vision. Now throwing down a gateway. Seraphit just like, oh man, really? We're going to do this again? It's still only the first cannon on the low ground, but it does finish up. There's going to be 3 pylons on the high ground. There is a gateway as well, so let's not forget that Meow is going to be able to... This probe is just sitting idle. I think Seraphit's just like, what the hell is going on here? Wow. And yeah, looks like Seraphit might have DC'd. Let's just yeah, let's just see if Seraphit reconnects or if we're going to yeah, let's see if Seraphit is going to reconnect, or if yeah, or if we're just gonna have to go into a little bit of a break and see if we can recreate this. Yeah, unfortunately Seraphit didn't reconnect in time, and let's see if we can restart from replay. Okay. Oh, no, there we go. There we go. There we go. Let's try that again. Let's see if we can get this recovered nicely. Let's see if we can get this back. Bum, bum, bum. Okay. Alright, okay, so it just looks like Seraphit says that Meow's cannons crashed his PC, because it looked like there was absolutely 0 APM. It looks like we're just going to be able to recover from replay, so yeah, Seraphit's happy with that. Meow's happy. Yeah, it looks like Meow just wants 2 quick games and wants to head off into the next round. So yeah, here we go. We have resumed from replay. Let me get this back on. Back on, here we go. Yes, we can. So, here we go. Zealot pops out here for Seraphit as there are now 2 cannons on the side of Meow. In the main base here, there's another cannon building and another gateway, so this cannon on the high ground is... yeah, I just think it's over. Yeah. Absolutely nothing Seraphit can do here. Loses the gateway and... yeah, that's going to be all she wrote, I think. Another gateway building in here, so just amount of surface area. Seraphit going to go leave his probes and go to the other side. There is a gateway building there, so Seraphit going to look to try mount some sort of offensive here. As yeah, there's almost no mining. All the boys have been pulled. Meow kind of just needs to throw down some cannons at home and then just survive. Maybe I'm reading into this too much, but now the probes show up, and yeah, I mean there's more probes here for Meow than there are for Seraphit, but yeah, here we go. The shield battery gets thrown down, and the probes start to work their way through the shield. Now a Zealot shows up for Seraphit, and a Zealot shows up for Meow, so the probes are going to try stack into this little wall, but here we go, both players trying to do the little mineral walk micro thing here as the Zealots are now getting stuck in here, but I think, having a look, yeah, GG gets called out of Seraphit. Meow just gets a nice cheeky little 2-0. 2 cheeky cannon rushes, but I mean that's the name of the game sometimes. And yeah, well done to Meow. Meow gonna go helps if you push the right button. Meow gonna go into the semi-finals. We're looking for the winner of Mixu versus Foxer. The match number 7. I had to, or Hatsu is just waiting for the winner of Nikic against. Who did Nikic play? Nikic was playing the challenge name doesn't match Daryl. So so let's okay, let me just put on the Legacy of the Void cinematic quickly. Well, let me just see what's what. So yeah, give me 2 seconds. I shall be back in a couple minutes. Don't go anywhere.
The swarm brought ruin to our world. Our proud people became refugees. And yet, they could not shatter our unity. For we are bound by the Kala, the sacred union of our every thought and emotion. Today, we retake our homeworld. And with it, our legacy.
Alright. So, we are back, and we have the first semifinals on stream and ready to go. What a PVZ action, so let's get that going. And I'll tell you all about the fun as this one as this game sets up. So in the top left hand corner we have the purple Protoss player. For team's super team, it's Daryl. And in the bottom right, for heroes, that is the pink Zerg player, Hatsu. So we have Hatsu going for a pull first. With a PvZ action, just to spice it up a bit. As yeah, Daryl's going to come in and see that it is hatch first. Is when appropriate to low ground. It's going to see that there is a an expansion. So yeah, everything is pretty normal. But had to go and fire up those 6 lings, and surprised to see Daryl not patrolling the probe just to see if any lings are coming across the map. But Daryl going to send that probe off into the south side of the map. Where are you off to? Ah, okay. I'm gonna proxy something out there. As yeah, Daryl's ready to defend these 6 lings that are coming across the map. So yeah, everything is okay so far. We are yeah, gonna have some fun. We have a little bit of a confusion in the bottom half of the bracket. Seems like there's been one walkover, which is kind of unfortunate considering the players have checked in. So let the organisers know that they are available to play. I had to lose in three lings. But yeah, everything's okay. There's a Stargate building on the other side of the map, so Hatsu, even with this overlord, yeah, not going to see anything. And yeah, instead, it's going to be some roaches. 5 roaches. There we go. A couple drones getting pulled into, I was going to say, into that defense. Nope. A couple drones just getting pulled accidentally as double the depth. So I'm going to run past these lings. You don't really want to just be donating yourselves, friends. Your roach buddies are going to need you. As yeah, here's the first roach. Roach shows up and yeah, 2 adepts. Oh, they get that leg and they're going to get out of there, man. Good decision making there by Daryl. Waiting for the rest of the roaches to join up as the adepts do manage to shade back and are going to get behind the wall. There is a shield battery that's just finished up and double stalker that's finished. So yeah, I mean this low HP roach in the front is probably not the best place for it to be. But here we go, some speedlings, some roaches. I had to just trying to get some damage done here, trying to get into the natural here of Daryl's shield battery gets taken out. There wasn't any energy left in that, but when bought a murder bit of time here. Let's see, there's a void ray being built on the other side of the map. Hatsu has absolutely no idea of that, but the reinforcements here for Daryl are good and are going to be enough to drive this army of Hatsu away. Void Ray's going to pop out and ooh, okay, Void Ray's coming back to defend. I was going to say there's only 1 queen on the map, but Void Ray would do so much damage if he actually went on into the mineral lines and just started absolutely massacring the drones. There's only 16 drones. Hatsu is okay, making 3 drones now, but okay, here we go. Void Ray shows up and Hatsu now knows that there is a Stargate somewhere. Here we go. Prismatic alignment is fired up, and that's going to be 2 dead overlords, and then 2 overlords heading across the map, probably to their deaths. As yeah, Hatsu is now supply blocked, making an extra queen at early game kill move. Like I said, these 2 OBs are heading to their deaths. Yep, that's going to be it. 2 gets called, and yeah, Daryl takes game number 1 now. I can honestly say I did not expect that. So, okay, great guys. yeah, I mean that's gonna be it. I'm just waiting for a lobby link for map number 2, as yeah, we have a Masters 3 Zerg up against a Diamond 1 Protoss. So here we go. All right, so let's there we go. Golden Aura. Golden Aura for map number 2, as yeah, both players have joined, and we're just gonna give yeah, someone's asked just for a minute, so we're just gonna be chilling and waiting for them to give us a go ahead that they're ready to go. But in the meantime, how is everybody doing? How is everybody doing? We yeah, at least we get a little bit of PvZ action. Hatsu really wanted that killing blow, and unfortunately it was not to be. Yeah, it was not to be. So yeah, we see what Hatsu wants to do now in game number 2, or if we're gonna have another Protoss in the finals. Hatsu is a Zerg representation here. I don't think there are any other Zergs left in the tournament. Actually, I have no idea. I have no idea if Fox is a Zerg player. But he's going up against Night Phoenix / Meow, so yeah, we shall see. Yeah, yeah, still just waiting for the go. Nice. Where's everybody watching from? Let me know in the chat where you're watching from. I am in sunny London. It is 7:15 and the sun is still shining. It's lovely. There we go. I think everybody's back. Yep, everybody's back and the countdown has begun. So as yeah, the countdown has completed and we are currently in game. Let's Yeah, let's kick this one off in the bottom right hand corner for Super Team. Up 1-0, it's a purple Protoss player, it's Daryl. And on the top left, down 1-0 for Heroes, it is the pink Zerg player, Hatsu. Hatsu! Went for that, yeah, let's see if Hatsu can bring it back and take us to a game number 3, or if Daryl's going to get a swift 2-0. Yeah, we got pretty standard builds though. Oof, unlucky boss. South Africa cold and dark. Oh, unlucky. Unlucky. This yeah, this map Daryl going for the probe on patrol. Oh, excuse me. Going for the probe on patrol. Well, everything just as standard is. Drone's gonna come down for the third hatch timing. Drone's gonna come down and everything is normal. It's gonna be an adept first on the side of Daryl, and that's just how it goes. Yeah, some Zerglings getting fired up. It's a very passive start. Oh, okay. Hatsu cancels the third hatchery and is instead just gonna make this a 2-base. It's just gonna be like a 2-base all in. A couple of lings wandering around here. Gonna start to get taken out. Adept's making a good turn. The couple more lings show up as this adept might be in a little bit of trouble now. Daryl should be like, hey, wait a second. It's a few too many lings knocking on my door. Second adept shows up and he's going to block the wall. Oh, I mean, this adept's just 2 shots on these lings is pretty good, but eventually the lings are going to be able to get through. He's at a full wall behind. Hatsu, you're going to have to give yourself a bit more space. Hatsu's just going to look to take down, there we go, ling speed finishes up, so these lings are going to be a little bit more annoying to deal with. But Hatsu's going like all ham onto the Z key, and it's just making ling after ling after ling. There's a shield battery that's going to get used now, targeting onto the cybernetic score. Sentry uses their force field to sort of just reduce the amount of surface area on that gateway, but the gateway is almost done. That's Daryl going to re-wall behind it. Yeah, second shield battery shows up, and I think Daryl's just in a much better position. The link flood not doing so great. Yeah, we have absolutely no lava. There are 4 green, so the inject should be rocking. There's going to be a 2-base layer that gets fired up here for Hatsu, but Hatsu's just bled off so many links. 31 links bleed off, and no baneling nest. So I beg your pardon. Has forced out a lot of structures, and that's not cheap. But I mean, Daryl is up 20 workers at the moment. Hatsu's just going for a 2-base layer, and we'll see what or if Hatsu can get anything done. Instead, we've got 4 adepts and a sentry, 2 stalkers getting warped in here. Link show up again, and they are going to start to work through this other next core force. Another force field, so I mean that's not the worst thing, just draining that sentry energy. But yeah, here we go. Hatsu just gonna head home with his lings, and I mean cancelling of that third base was quite possibly a huge mistake. The lair finishes up here, and yeah, we'll see what. It's just gonna be a queen drop because there's 6 overlords that have been queued up, and nope, maybe Hatsu was just extremely supply blocked, because this OV might get taken out. Nope. Yeah, we'll see. Hatsu just seems to be trying to macro out of this one. Here we go. Hallucinated Phoenix is about to come in and see. Okay, we have some queens, and that's it. So I'm not too sure what the deal is. It is going to be a Spire, but there is a War Prism that is going to come in from the south side, and is definitely going to see that there is a Spire. You've got a Spire off of 3 gases. Still not mining from the one in the natural, so Hats is just not in a good position here. Down 10 workers, even on bases, and yeah, I mean, Daryl's fully walled in. He's going to look to open up just with by removing one of these pylons. I don't think the Spire is going to do the trick. I really don't, because here we go. Here's some DTs getting warped in. There is a Spore Crawler there is a Spore Crawler at both bases, but now there we go. So I'm pretty sure that Daryl has seen the Spire. Yeah, Daryl has seen the Spire, so not sure if he clicked on that or if that's just going to be assumed that's a Spore Crawler. But here we go. There are 2 Archons that have been morphed in, and yeah, no, he definitely knows that it's a Spire, as the Archons are going to start to work their way through the Queens. Is there enough energy for a Transfuse? Transfuse, Atsu, one more. One Queen gets taken out. One of the high energy Queens is now getting focused down. Good couple of transfusions, as War Prism Micro is essential to keeping these Archons alive. 8 Mutas in production. They are going to pop momentarily. This Overlord is going to let Hatsu know that there is a move out happening. And Flyer Carapace is going to be the upgrade of choice. So now that this move out's happening, Hatsu kind of has to keep these Mutalisks at home to defend, because unfortunately there's only 2 Stalkers and 2 Sentries. So I suppose double Archon is here, and there's a 3rd Archon morphing in. 2 more DTs get warped in, so it's probably going to be 2 more Archons. So the splash damage is going to be huge, and against just Ling Muta, I don't see any way that Hatsu can take this fight. Here we go, the splash comes in. Charge lot for Zealots at the front, just being pretty annoying and tanky. Buying a lot of time as all the links just absolutely evaporate, and yeah, that's just going to have to GG out. Daryl going to get a really swift 2-0. Well, I mean, didn't really expect that, but I mean, it is kind of how the cookie crumbles sometimes. So, yeah, there we go. So the Daryl's going to be the first player into the finals. Yeah, Daryl going to be the first player into the finals, as yeah, I'm in the lobby of the second semi already. Got Meow going up against Flobio. Yeah, Oceanborn, map number 1. Got a bit of PvT action. As yeah, we kicked this one off in the bottom right hand side. In the bottom right hand side of Oceanborn. It is the blue Protoss player this time, for Team Astro. Meow. And in the top left, the yellow Terran SCVs. 4M Lem, I don't know what it is, but I'll find out. It's Flobio. Okay, let's see, a little bit of PvT action just to spice it up. yeah, let's see what the only Terran or the last Terran in the tournament has in store for us. Is here we go. Meow being really annoying with this probe attacking the SCV, building the barracks. As yeah, looks like we're gonna have proxy factory. With the timing of this, yeah, there we go. The timing of that SCV definitely looked like it was going to be a proxy factory. So yeah, putting down a natural nexus, and yeah, here we go. Flobio going for a low ground expansion. Everything seems just normal. There's no bunker rush, no nothing apart from the proxy factory. Everything is pretty standard. This probe's gonna come back in and just start to nibble away at the SCV. A marine shows up and it's gonna clear that probe relatively quickly. So yeah, on the side of Meow, it'll be a Stargate, which probably isn't too surprising. CC still finishing up on the low ground as main CC's morphing into a orbital, and yeah, a little bit of a sticker bomb here. So yeah, Marines are gonna start to do some damage to this Adept. Adept misses the second shots in the Marines. So we've got 2 orange HP Marines and 2 green ones. Oh, one of the Adepts gets taken out. Second Adept. Oh, the micro here by Flobio is actually pretty good, and the Adept is going to manage to shade, but who's going to get this shot off first? Oh, the Adept gets a shot off first. A couple of Marines are now walking across the map. Second Adept shows up, and yeah, that Adept's not going to last very long. Yeah, Meow has to get rid of that as soon as possible. Double Cyclone shows up into natural. 8 probes get taken out really quickly. Yeah, Double Cyclone gonna focus down that shield battery. No shield battery for you, Flobio says. Double Cyclone. Oh, okay, not too bad. It did do shade up onto the main ramp, but yeah, once again shield battery gets taken out. Third Cyclone shows up with a double Marine. There's a Phoenix and an Oracle here, so Phoenix probably going to be good to lift one of them as the Marines are trying to tank for the Cyclones. One Cyclone is, oh, both Cyclones do manage to get rid of the Oracle. Third Cyclone stays alive. No Stalkers here or anything to be able to shoot that Cyclone while it is in the air. Now there's a Stalker and double Phoenix, so this is probably going to, this is probably going to get cleaned up pretty easily now with the double Phoenix, but there's actually no energy left on these Phoenixes to lift up any more Cyclones, so Cyclones are now being super nasty. There's a Wooden Mine here, so unfortunately, yeah, Meow has to be really careful. The Wooden Mines and stuff, updates are just so nice and so easy to deal with. As the Wooden Mine lock-on is, oh man, this micro from Meow being able to take out those 2 Cyclones. There's going to be a full-on cleanup here, and Meow is going to be okay. He's down 6 workers, but 6 workers isn't that big of a deal. I mean, it is double orbital, so it is a big deal. But Flobio got quite a bit of damage done with the proxy factory Cyclone. So first engineering bay is on the way, and yeah, stim and combat shields are both on the way here for Flobio. So just sort of taking everything up, and 4 Phoenixes are on the way. So let's just follow these Phoenixes, and we'll see what Meow can get done with them. Ooh. As yeah, here we go. Phoenixes do show up. They're going to start to pick up these SCVs, and it's going to be 4 SCVs so far. does scout that there's a whole bunch of Marines and there's Marauders and a Cyclone here at home. So, yeah, absolutely no factory production for quite some time. Factory's almost back at home. Yep, there's going to be a 2-1-1. Going to be a 2-1-1 out of Flobio, and yeah, I think Flobio's just seen that there is a bit of a move out, scouting it quite nicely with the Phoenixes, as there's 3 Stalkers and 2 Sentries, and now 6 Phoenixes. Yeah, let's see if Meow is going to have enough to defend these Marines with stim and combat shields. Concussive shields is about to be down, and +1 infantry weapons. The probes are getting pulled in as I think the Marines are just sort of able to focus fire down one of each of these Vikings at a time. Each of the Phoenix, I beg your pardon, at a time. Remember, there's been absolutely no factory production for probably more than half of this game. Still no medevacs in production, so every stim is permanent damage on this Bioball, and with the Immortal showing up, yeah, I don't think Flobio is in a position to continue this aggression. So yeah, Meow doing a pretty good job of holding on, and yeah, Phoenix is just going to be like scouting around a little bit, just trying to see where the army's positioned. Now he knows where the army's positioned. Oh, some Marines hiding in the long grass, and that's going to force Meow to head back. Yeah, here we go. A couple medevacs are now getting reacted out, which is going to give us this push a bit of sustainability. There's a robotics bay finishing up, so we're probably going to see Colossi added in here momentarily. And there we go. As I said, that yeah, Colossi are going to head in here momentarily as, yep, Flobio's scanning ahead, sees the timing of this 3rd Nexus. Now I'm just going to insta-cancel that. Not in a position to defend that just yet, as Widowmine comes forward. Oh, a little bit of a lock on. As yeah, Meow losing that pylon. Oh, good micro here from both players. Probably not wanting to waste that Widowmine shot, but here we go. There's a medevac drop in the main, which is going to force Meow to pull a couple of units away. Phoenix are going to come back to defend with this, but what's at the front? Adepts, and is there? There is a Colossi out, but there's no extended thermal on, so okay, some good force fields. Going to force Meow to disengage. He's going to get a full cleanup at the front, only at the in the main, only at the cost of 3 probes. So here we go. Meow showing that he has detection, and that's going to be it. He's not going to try to take this 3rd base once again. This is a double Widowmine drop heading up into the main. We'll see the timing of this Widowmine drop. It is at the exact same time that there's an engagement at the front. Here we go. 2 Widowmines burrow. Is Meow paying attention? Is Flobio paying attention? There's a lot of micro at the front. Both players not doing anything in the main base. Here we go. Finally, the Widowmines burrow. Oh, 2 huge Widowmine shots as the micro at the front engagement seems to have taken a bit of a knock. The medevacs are now getting taken out, and I think that's just going to be enough for Meow to clean it up. But he has lost 9 probes in this. Let's not forget that he's down 20 workers, 22 workers at the current moment, and yeah, I mean there's another Widowmine drop in the main, in the natural. Well, it's the same 2 Widowmines. Are they going to reload by the time? Oh, they do reload by the time it's time to fire again, but only costed 2 probes this time. So yeah, Meow losing 10 probes in total, or 32 overall this game. 10 probes now during this first little bit of aggression. 32 probes is a lot to be down, and yeah, we will see how Meow handles this next wave of aggression, as the 4th CC is already building. Some medevac loading up as yeah, Meow just trying to catch up in that worker count. Building 3 probes at a time. There's another Colossi out. Extended thermal lance is nowhere to be seen, so does have the robotics bay, but only at 50 workers is a real challenge here for Meow. As there's 2 medevac drops coming in, one from the north, one from the south. The north has 5 marines, so one in the south has 2. One in the south has 2 widow mines. Meow finally fully saturated in terms of minerals on the third base. Is yeah, here we go. Flobio's floating over that 4th CC, probably gonna make a planetary here. Flobio just playing such a good game. And is actually going to have a really strong economy with the triple orbital up 11 workers at the moment. Has a scan at the third base to see where everything is. Yeah, but you don't want those medevacs too far forward. Here we go. Scouting Zealot is going to see the size of the army that's here. It's a lot of marauders at the front here. They are going to be quite tanky. Shield battery overcharge gets popped almost immediately, but one Colossus taken out really quickly. Second Colossus takes a bit more, but he's going to get taken out. So there goes the splash damage of this army. But yeah, there seems to be a lot of bio on the floor here. The Phoenixes are doing a good job at taking out the medevacs. Once the medevacs go, the healing power, the sustainability of this push is taken out really quickly. And here you can see the Marines and Marauders just when they don't have any healing power, they're just not as powerful. I mean, well, they're powerful enough to take out Colossi as it pops, but here we go. You see how they just eventually they just get cleaned up. I say just get cleaned up. There's still 2 Marauders here, just working their way. Concussive shell stopping that Zealot from closing the distances. Yeah, here we go. Another bio army pushing in from the north. Woodermine drop. Woodermine, good pro pool here. Say good pro pool, but there's another attack happening in the natural, and yeah, victory for the Terran. Victory for the Terran. Yeah, I feel kind of bad for Meow, but a really good game there by Flobio. So just waiting for yeah, here we go. It seems like everybody is in. The countdown has begun. So yeah, some really high level PvT just rocking. And yeah, Flobio in a position to make it PvT final. So yeah, let's see. Amphion. Yeah, Amphion is going to be our map number 2. And could quite possibly be the final map for this blue Protoss player, Team Astro, in the bottom left hand corner. Who has it all to play for at the moment? It is Meow. And in the top left, the yellow Terran SCVs. It is up 1-0 Flobio. He is up 1-0 Flobio. Let's see. Let's not forget how that game had the proxy cyclones, which did a lot of damage. You know, the hold was pretty good and very nicely done by Meow, but yeah, it wasn't a good game for Meow, losing 30-something probes and then still trying to make a comeback. Yeah, we shall see if Meow can turn it around in this second map, or if we're going to have a PvT final. Oh, Meow gonna get the kill on that SCV, but does manage to delay the barracks building. Doesn't manage to delay the barracks being built, so Oh, it's going to get a little bit of a delay on the CC. Not much, a couple seconds. Marine shows up. Once again, first blood goes to Flobio. So yeah, we see the Nexus building. We have CC getting built. Both players just looking to play a normal game. And yeah, we'll see what we'll see what game number 2 has in store for us. So there's no proxies. There's a Stargate on the way. We'll see if we're going to go into Phoenix Colossi again, or if we're just going to have a slightly different game. So yeah, the door gets closed, and the Marines at the top of the ramp are going to be enough to drive away this Adept, and yeah. Not many exciting things happening at the moment. Yeah, welcome to everybody. Welcome. This is the map number 2 of the second semi-final. So the first finalist is Protoss player by the name of Daryl, and is waiting for the winner of these two. So yeah, stem and combat shields on the way. Yeah, Phoenix is going to be the choice out of Meow. So we're probably going to go into some Phoenix Colossi again. The Marine ball just patrolling out the front. There we go. Phoenix is going to show up and get a full scout off that it is 3 racks. No factory yet. Nothing. Meow just going to take the Phoenixes home, and yeah, it just looks like Flobio is just going to go 3 racks Marine with stem and combat shields and move across the map, and then just try to kill Meow. So yeah, we're just going to have to wait and see. Here we go. Marines are going to get spotted by the Phoenix, and yeah, I'd like to see Meow throw down. It already has 2 shield batteries at the front. Robo is about to finish up as there is another gateway on the way. Marine ball. Meow doing a pretty good job of keeping tabs on this Marine ball. Combat shields finished up. Stimpak's a couple seconds away, and there we go. Another pylon. Just to make sure everything stays powered. Here we go. Depths do shade, and then yeah, here we go. Marines are just going to stim up the ramp, and probes are going to get full shield battery overcharge. Probably going to get shield battery overcharge doesn't even need to get popped. Now in an okay position to defend this, because every stim is permanent damage. 3 stalkers, 2 adepts, and immortal. It's going to be enough to drop this back. Now not even needing the shield battery overcharge actually just shows you how good of a defense there was. Yeah, Marine's going to turn around and start to fight up this ramp, but here we go. Phoenix show up, and that's it. There's not going to be much for Meow to do. Just gonna, for Flobio to do. Just going to have to go home. Try build the 3rd CC on location. As finally the factory finishes up and the starport gets fired up, and yeah, Phoenix. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit annoying and just delay the building of that starport for a little bit longer. Factory has built the reactor, so probably going to see that starport move over and start to react out some medivacs. Now going up to a 3rd nexus, and yeah, just picking off some Marines wherever we can. Yeah, There we go. Robotics Bay finishes up, and I wouldn't be surprised to see. Ooh, okay, going for extended thermal launch pretty early on. Phoenix is just getting a little bit annoying. Oh, it does lose one Phoenix. Oh, gonna lose two Phoenixes. That's not very good. Oh, that observer just trying to keep tabs on the army, just sort of making itself, making its presence known, and a good scanning by Flavio to take it out. Just deny Meow the ability to keep tabs on the army easily. Yeah, first Colossi is about to pop out as there's only 3 Phoenix hovering around here. Oh, it's double medevac. Okay, double medevac. Gonna be safe, but just barely. A 4th Phoenix is gonna show up as double medevac's gonna load up and head off to the north side of the map. Flavio gonna take a chance and try to sneak out 18 Marines, 17 Marines. Back up the Phoenix. Or, yeah, picking up a couple more SCVs. How many SCVs have gone down? 10 SCVs, so Meow doing a pretty good job of keeping the SCV number low. Oh, the medevacs get caught out. One of them gets taken out, but a medevac boost is used to save the other 3. Yeah, Flavio is looking for pressure on the front as well as in the back. Here we go, double marine medevac drop hitting the main base. 4 probes end up going down as the marines are just recall. What's going to get recalled? Okay, some stalkers, stalker, 2 adept and a sentry get recalled. It's not going to be enough. The immortal as well, I beg your pardon, but immortal almost gets taken out. Phoenix now show up and they're going to take out these medevacs, and once again that's going to be the sustainability of this push that gets. Oh yes, Flavio gonna move forward and get rid of that immortal as the, I'd like to say main push, but it's not really. As the 3 medevacs are going to load up and get out of there from their 3rd base location. There's too much here to defend. Plus shield battery overcharge finally gets popped by Meow. So, yeah, Flavio in a pretty good position, I'd say. Going up to 4 bases. 20 army supply ahead. As yeah, a couple cannons, a shield battery. Setting up for a pretty good mid game here between these 2 players. Wow, the sensor tower at the front is just really annoying for Meow, who's just trying to actually posture forward and get a little bit of map presence. Throws down a 4th nexus of his own. Still a while away, but here we go. 5 sentries warping at the front, so yep, Meow gets a pretty well-timed scan. Still chooses to go forward as the boys are now getting pulled here. Flavio really wants to get some damage done, some good force fields as 12-13 SCVs melt almost instantaneously. Marauders are now at the front. They're tanking a little bit, but now the force fields wear off, and I don't know if Meow has any energy left in these sentries for another force field there, but there is another force field available, so obviously Meow use that force field as the units get into a choke. Just trying to reduce the surface area. There we go. Trying to reduce the surface area, but unfortunately Meow not able to cut some of those units off, just block them off completely. So here we go, 5 more charge lots warping in here. +2 is on the way for both players, but Flavio is up the armor upgrade, and we are only working off 1 forge. So here we go, another engagement into a choke here. There's a lot of marauders here, so marauders are going to be super tanky. They just with concussive shells, stim and combat shells. It's just so tanky, and unfortunately for Meow, the push is just getting cleaned up. No amount of War Prism Micro is going to keep that one Colossi alive, and here we go. Colossi are going to try to be try make a valiant stand here at the top of the ramp. Has no shields. There's no shield battery here. No shield battery overcharge available at the 4th base. Flobio just looking to go back home. Does he have a fusion core on the way? Ghost in production. Here we go. Double shield battery at the top of the ramp at the 4th base here for Meow. I thought Flobio just had enough. The armor just seems so strong. Just allowing Meow to get back into this game. Maybe it would have been a good idea to try cancel the 4th base, or at least, you know, put pressure and kill it and drop your opponent down to 3 bases. But yeah, Flobio just going to go back and build a 5th on location. The fusion core finished up, so we're looking to see. We can see what he wants to do with that. Maybe some long range liberators as we get into this game, but here we go, 3 Phoenix hovering around, just trying to keep tabs on the army here. Only really Marauders available to defend the Medivacs, Marauders and a Viking. One Viking survives, and there's 2 orange HP Phoenixes. But here we go, 5th base is a planetary with a missile turret. And yeah, ghosts are now getting added in slowly. Meow opting to go for a the 5th base gets cancelled. Interesting. Caduceus reactor finishes up, so that's going to be faster medevac energy, which is definitely something Flobio needs, but Flobio needs to be keeping his medevacs alive first, so we yeah, see a little bit of a move out here by Flobio. He scans ahead, sees a whole bunch of zealots and some disruptors, some colossi. Guardian shield gets popped here by one of the sentries. Got some charge loss doing a run by. Oh, good EMP here. But a landed Viking and a good EMP is going to be enough to soften up these zealots, but they're still going to get quite a bit of damage done. There is a drop in the main base, but there are zealots walked in to deal with that, so that's going to get cleaned up relatively quickly. 10 SCVs from 5 probes. There's still a zealot running around, but it's finally cleaned up. The whole army of Flobio gets pulled back. As, ooh, Shadow Stride. Shadow Stride on the way at DT Blink, so yeah, Flobio gets scanning his own top right hand corner, because yeah, I'm not sure if that base was cancelled intentionally or if it was killed, but yeah, Flobio only now going up to 5 bases, and yeah, down 4 workers at the moment, which I mean isn't a big deal considering that it's got 4 orbitals, but is there 4 orbitals? 3 orbitals. He had 4. You know, he's got 3 orbitals, so being down 4 workers isn't the biggest of deals. But yeah, this army of Meow is now in a position where yeah, Meow can now start putting pressure on Flobio, and as Flobio is now trying to just chase down some of these zealots. Zealots are going to try coming from the side that Flobio is going to chase down. They're going to block these units at the top of the ramp, as yeah, Meow just not going to be able to push in with the rest of the army. It's just too many Vikings here to deal with these Colossi. EMP gets used, and yeah, the Stalkers have to be micro to try to deal with the Colossi, or to try to deal with the Vikings. Some good EMPs land here, as Flobio looking to push up the ramp. He's up to armor upgrades right now, as a couple of units getting stuck behind. Oh, a couple of units getting stuck behind the Marauders, but here we go. Marauders do push through. They get wiped out really quickly, but some snipes are getting used here by the Ghost, but getting used to try to depower the shield batteries, and that's yeah, that's not going to be enough here for Flobio. Flobio had such a high DPS attack there, but Meow with a pretty good hold. All things considered, I mean, now Liberators being added on 3 at a time. They do have advanced ballistics as well as +2 weapons, so and plating, building armor. So buildings are just going to get a bit more chunky. So yeah, it's going to be a little bit harder for Meow to push in and get. It'll be a little bit harder for Meow to push in and get rid of these buildings. That CC gets right click down, and that's going to be it for Flavio. Flavio not going to be able to keep that 6th base alive now. Yeah, DT's going to take out that missile turret. As yeah, there we go. DT going to blink onto the planetary. The repair is good. The repair is good, and the units do show up. Oh, wow! The Ghost and Marauder show up just in time, but here's the army of Meow. The Liberators are going to siege up. They do have advanced ballistics, so their range is a bit longer, but here we go, Liberators. The Venn diagram of liberation is really going to be used to drive these units back. The Immortals getting hit by the concussive shells are going to start to get picked off slowly one by one as here we go, Venn diagram doing it in a defensive position. Colossi in the liberation zones, and the Stalkers coming in from the right hand side, but unfortunately I don't think Meow has enough. Shield battery overcharge gets used to keep one Colossi alive, but here we go, with the Liberators being added in here. Purification Novas aren't going to be looking for a Hail Mary Purification Nova. Here we go, the engagement is happening again, but Flavio is up 60 army supply at the moment. They're even on workers. I say you're hoping for a Hail Mary. You're hoping for a Hail Mary Purification Nova. Not going to happen once again. Flavio just going to try take this top right-hand base. He's looking to float over a orbital. Where that orbital's coming from? Is that the natural orbital? Yeah, that's a natural orbital. That's trying to float over. Liberation zone still set up here at the ramp, top ramp, going up into the 4th base. So yeah, Flavio just trying to get oh, let's check the splits. Good splits here. Purification Nova goes off. Good splits. Second Purification Nova also well split here by Flavio. Unfortunately, Meow still down 60 army supply. Couple DTs getting warped in here. We'll see if the DT blinks are going to be any good, or is Meow just going to go look for some counter attack, some counter damage, because oh, good Purification Nova coming from the high ground here, picking off a couple of these units, but not too many. Meow going for the counter attack with 4 disruptors and maybe like 10 stalkers. Here we go. The army of Flavio just splitting up here, and it looks like Meow's just going to try and go for a base race, but the base race is just not going to be possible here. Flavio in a pretty good position. Production tab just says it all. Flavio is in a position to be producing units. Meow only building 1 disruptor at a time. Flavio's got some reinforcements at the top of the ramp, as well as a liberation zone set up. So as much as the natural's been breached, Flavio's now taking out the 4th base. 3rd base is gone, the 4th base is about to be deleted. Meow does have this back mining base, it is double saturated, but here we go, Flavio with a bit of a... oh, okay. That wasn't the play. Sacrificed a medevac and some marines, but yeah, there you go, the Venn diagram of liberation zone. Venn diagram of liberation zones, and yeah, Flavio is in a really good position to make this 2-0 and head off into the finals. Meow taking out another CC with some blink DTs and stalkers. There's only 2 disruptors left here, so means 2 have been taken out. Flavio coming back and bringing his army back. Okay. The recall happens, so let's have a look at the unit count. There's 13 liberators. Wow. 13 liberators. Liberation is at hand. Flavio in a position. Both players trying to take this middle right base, as there's a DT attacking the orbital at in the top right. Just scan. There we go. Scan shows up, and yeah, Meow in a position to now be a bit more aggressive, but the scan from Flavio is just too clean. It's absolutely well aware that something should be coming, and is actually going to be able to do something about it. Here we go. SCVs attacking the Nexus. Zealots attacking the SCVs. There's a bit of a battle going on for this base on the right hand side. There we go. Flavio, I think, is making the correct decision, moving into this area that hasn't been mined out yet. So with the ability to float over a Nexus, that's over a CC. I think that's definitely the right call. Here we go. Marines and Marauders. Oh, huge liberation zone's going to set up. Their purification over gets a pretty juicy hit here. Meow sort of getting cut off from his own bases. Here we go. Some more liberation zones setting up here. These lib zones are just, just a bit too much. The scans are really good. Denying the DT defense is, it looks like this natural Nexus is going to get taken out. There's a bit of long distance. Okay, I was going to say a little bit of long distance mining, but that Nexus has finished up on the right hand side. Some DTs that are going to blink. Oh, DTs take out the missile turrets, and that's going to be the correct call there. This planetary is going to go down at 4th base location. Both bases sort of trading mining base for mining base, but I think Flavio just got a little bit too much. He's still up 60 army supply. He's in the main base now, starting to work on the production facilities of Meow. One Stalker attacking this one CC over here, but like I said, Flavio's made the correct decision to go over the wall and into the unmined area. Now with the liberation zones at the top of the ramp, Meow's not going to be able to defend this main Nexus, and yeah, we've got a couple of Vikings here to help defend here. Yeah, you've got some DTs that have managed to take out the 4th base, but Flavio's still mining from the top right and in this 3rd base location, and soon to be mining out on the left hand side of the map. So yeah, Flavio in a pretty good position at the moment. Both players even on workers. Oh, that CC does end up going down, so that's just a little bit of a donation there by Flavio. But yeah, the Liberator count is at 7. There's 3 more in production. Both players hitting a bit of a supply block, but the supply block for Flavio is not so bad because it's 186. The supply block for Meow is at 102. So yeah, one liberation zone going to be set up at the top of the ramp here, and the rest of the units are just going to move and head home to make some sort of a defense. There's 4 Stalkers and 2 DTs trying to push in the top right here, but yeah, I think Flavio's in an okay position to defend that. Yeah, Medivacs come back, and it looks like Flavio is just going to regroup his army in the top right hand side. Engineering base giving him a little bit of an early warning system that there's an attack, sort of with the army units prepared for an attack on the right hand side. As yeah, Flavio gonna double expand. There's a 2 CCs in production. As a scan sees that yeah, just Flavio in a position to put pressure on to what is half of Meow's mining. Here we go. Marines and the Marauders are gonna stem in. Here we go. Some liberation zone set up, and yeah, Flavio is gonna hit this base and take Meow down to 1 mining base. Yeah, I think this one's in the bag. Some Zealots and Stalkers do show up here. A couple of liberation zones, not too many, but enough to drive this away. Robo gets depowered before an Immortal can pop out. Yep, Gratz gets called by Meow, who's going to give the 2-0 to Flavio. Flavio going to take us to a PVT final. Wow, what a game there by Flavio. And yeah, unlucky to Meow. Played a really good game, and it was a real back and forth. But yeah, Flavio getting the job done and going to take us to, like I said, a PVT final. So let's see if I can get everybody in. can get anybody in. Yeah. Don't go anywhere, guys. I will be right back. I just want to get some water and yeah, get set up for the final. So I'm just gonna put the bracket on and we can see how the Cup 69 has played out. But yeah, I'll be back in a few minutes, so stick around for the finals. Some PVT action between Flobio and Daryl. Alright, so we are back. We have Crimson Court and Oceanborn picked. Third map's going to be Amphion. Fourth map's going to be Alcyone. Fifth map, Ghost River. Alright. We have our final set, and yeah, both players are ready. Let's get this rolling. Kind of feel like we might have some shorter games. Someone seems to be on a bit of a timer, but we'll see how far we get. Yeah, some PVT finals. Not often we get that, so yeah, not often we get some PVT finals in the CSO Cup. So I hope you guys are looking forward to it as much as I am, because yeah, we're ready to kick this one off. In the bottom left hand side of Crimson Court, the purple probes, the super team, it's Daryl. And in the top right, the red Terran SCVs, once again it's Flobio. Yeah, let us see what Crimson Court has in store for us. Not forget, it is a unique map in the fact that your first 4 bases are available, one of which is a rich Vespene gas, and then if you want to take a 5th base, you have to mine through the golden minerals on either side, and then you unlock or you open up that area of the map. But yeah, we'll see how far we get, and here we go. Probe gonna head up into the natural, start to work its way through the SCV. We'll see what the RNG looks like for the SCV to survive this probe. But yeah, the SCVs of Flobio repairing the other one, and it's just gonna build a supply depot. So nothing too crazy happening. Pro's gonna move up into the main base and just scout around and see. Okay, double gas, coolio, and yeah, probably just gonna patrol around here, and yeah, just deny this CC getting plopped down. Instead, the double gas into the Reaper. As looks like Flobio's just gonna probe, not even gonna deny this CC going down. Reaper shows up and he's gonna spot the Twilight at the front. He gets a probe for his troubles, and yep, he's back to a somewhat safe distance as the Adept shows up, and it's gonna be it. No, not gonna be it for the Reaper. Adept's not gonna shade to chase the Reaper. There is a probe attacking the SCV, building the CC. SCV is somehow gonna win that battle. Ooh, SCV does win the battle. First blood. Actually, second blood goes to Flobio, who got the first probe. So it's gonna be a Twilight in the wall with the gateway and a shield battery. It's a very unusual wall. The Reaper jump up spot. One of the Reaper jump up spots has been protected. The second one not so much, so Reaper gets into the main. Adept is going to be able to shade after him, and the Reaper is not going to be long for this world. Probably are going to try to keep that alive as long as possible, and well, Reaper's still alive, not anymore. Finally gets taken out. Yeah, let's see yeah, let's see how this game goes. We've got the wouldn't mind drop heading across the map at a pretty normal time. So there is a scouting pylon here, so Daryl will get as much of an early warning as possible. It's just one adept heading across the map, as yeah, the pylon's going to finish up in the perfect time. Medevac's going to boost in. Widowmines are going to burrow as the probes. Oh, great probe pool. Only losing 2 probes to the 2 Widowmine shots is yeah. Flobio is going to be able to keep both of those alive and undamaged, and just going to head off into this dead airspace and hopefully just wait for the Widowmines to reload, as there are now 3 stalkers ready to defend this next Widowmine drop. There is a Liberator, so Flobio trying to be as annoying and as aggressive as possible. Marine versus an Adept, and the Adept wins that engagement, as yeah, the Shade's not going to be able to get up into the main base. So here we go, Liberator hiding in the bushes over here. Gonna probably pop in sometime soon, and we'll see how many probes, what the probe pool is going to look like on the side of Daryl. But yeah, here we go. We have an engineering base starting up. As we have a Raven. I quite like the addition of the Raven, simply because there you go. You've got an observer right over here, and yeah, Flobio is just going to be in a position to take this observer out almost instantaneously, as Liberator still hasn't come in. Widowmines, I think, are off cooldown. As yeah, here we go. 2 tanks, a whole bunch of Marines, and a Raven. Here we go. Liberator going to come in. Yeah, there we go. Liberator going to come in right about now. And that's a really annoying time, because the Marines and tanks are heading at the front. So we'll see 3-4 probes go down so far. Widowmines do drop once again into the natural mineral line. 11 probes go down so far. Marines don't have stims. Stims only just started now, but there are 3 tanks. 1 tank gets taken out relatively quickly, but the second tank siege is up, and there is an auto turret. So yeah, Flobio doing quite a bit of damage here. Colossi would, that's doing a lot. No, Colossi looked like he's doing a lot. Colossi is going to get quite a bit of damage in here. The tank needs to focus fire down that. Ooh, Widowmine's actually going to get 2 shots off, and they do manage to kill the Colossi, but the Colossi on this final shot kills the tank, and yeah, two Zealots going to be enough to, not going to be enough. Medevac, oh, I thought the Medevac was going to save that 1 Marine. 1 Zealot survives with 5 kills. It's a pretty savage, but yeah, we go. Still no mining happening in the main base here for Daryl. This Liberator is going to be in a little bit of trouble if Flobio's not paying attention. Doesn't get the kill on the Stalker. Here we go. Raven on orange health as there's another tank sieging up here, and another one making its way across the map here for Flobio, just trying to be aggressive, trying to be in Daryl's face and not give him any moment to breathe. Here we go. Some charge lots do jump forward, and they are going to jump onto that tank, but they're not going to be able to get the tank before the Marines get the charge lots. Raven is going to position itself forward. It's banking up a bit of energy. Auto turret is now available, as yeah, Marine's going to get the scan on that observer, and that's going to be it. The production tab says everything. Flobio in the position, really just playing the game here. Daryl just trying to stay alive at the moment, but yeah, Twilight's going to get taken out. 2 tanks unsieged. There's going to be no splash damage. They are going to be able to get picked up here. That Colossus is a hallucination. That was in the face of Flobio. He's just going to be well aware that that's not going to do any damage. Takes it out relatively quickly. Raven almost gets taken out, but yeah, the charge loss is not going to be enough for Daryl. Flobio is going to get game number 1. Yeah, CSO Cup, Terran leading the way in the finals. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Map number 2 is going to be Oceanborn. Yeah, Flobio playing a really a really strong 2-base. Was it 2 bases? I don't even know. Yeah, Fabio playing a really strong 2-base. Marine tank push with a Raven, and yeah, just just showing some. Yeah, some clinical finishing there and getting the job done. So yeah, Terran up 1-0 in the finals of CSO Cup 69. Not often we see a Terran in the finals of a CSO Cup. And yeah, nice to see one in the lead. We'll see if Daryl is able to bring it back. Where Flavio is going to get a cheeky little 2-0 lead going into map number 3. We'll see. We have this one to play, Oceanborn. Yeah, we'll see if this player in the top left with the purple probes for Super Team can bring it back, or if Daryl's going to be down 2-0. The bottom right, it's the red Terran player. It is Flavio. Let us see. Oh, we're gonna see a proxy barracks, proxy factory on the other side, and see some cyclones like we've seen from Flavio before. Or are we just going to see another really strong two base timing, and let's see if Daryl can hold on this time. Yeah, it's going to be a probe scout. I mean, just a normal PVT meta. Probe's going to come up, start to nibble away at the SCV. Blah blah blah. We all know the story. No delay. The SCV is just free to carry on building, so yeah, let's head down. Mine a little bit from the mineral patch, and that's going to be it, Daryl. Rallying around, probably not going to be there in time. Not going to be there in time to deny the CC going down, and with the extra SCV over here, Daryl's just going to have to send that probe home. So, not the start I think Daryl wanted, but the probe's not going to go home though. So, let's see. It's going to be a proxy something I think. No, maybe not today. Maybe it is today. Reaper gonna head across the map as yeah, the only Reaper jump spot this time is completely blocked. Gateway cybernetics called Twilight. I think that's exactly how it should be. Probe comes back in for a bit of an annoyance. Delay the CC this time, which I mean is a nice little win. We got the Reaper got a probe. No probe kill for the Reaper, so yeah, Reaper just trying to stay out of range of this Adept, and he's doing a pretty solid job of doing so. Adept is going to cancel the shade, and that's a real nice a nice little engagement there between the Reaper and the Adept. Probe on the other side of the map does get taken out, as it is going to be concussed with the Marauders, so yeah, we'll see. We'll see exactly how many we're going up to. 2 racks, third racks is on the way, so 3 racks. What add-ons gonna be here? Okay. Okay, yeah. Gauge counter protects tech lab. I was gonna say double reactors. Not really gonna be really gonna help you with your concussive shell Marauders. But yeah, the tech lab is tech lab finishing up on barracks number 3, and I don't think you meant to build a marine from there, or is that just going to be for combat shields? Might just be for combat shields. Yeah, Flavio out, poised somewhat aggressively. Adept's going to finish its shade and get taken out by 3 Marauders with concussive shells. So Daryl now knows that it is concussive shell Marauders. Yeah, the tech lab was to build Marauders, not to get combat shields. 6 gates on the way, so Daryl's going to invest in infrastructure for now, and by the time Flobio hits, we'll just be able to warp in a whole bunch of stuff and hopefully just defend whatever Flobio is going to be throwing at him. So there's still only 3 racks. Here comes the first factory, so there's going to be no sustainability with this army. Yeah, here we go. Observer just sees the units here, and Daryl's yeah, paying attention to his minimap, and rightly so. Sees the units all banking up here in the long grass, and is aware that there is a push coming. It's got a whole bunch of zealots, a whole bunch of charge lots actually, a couple stalkers. Charge lots going to be moving out, and going to be looking to catch some of these reinforcements. Here we go. A couple of the Marines getting picked up as the bio is going to have to start to step back, which it does, and it has been stemmed, and the charge lots are going to be able to close the distance. They are running off into a corner where they're going to try and make a bit of a choke and lessen the amount of surface area here. But yeah, some good War Prism micro keeping the stalkers alive, and that's going to be a pretty handy cleanup here for Daryl. I think if Flobio goes back and sees the replay, you'll see that the observer's just been lucky enough to catch the units in this long grass, and yeah, Daryl doing the right thing. Now just walling off completely, just gonna try to survive. A bunker finishes up, double bunker finishes up. There's supply depots and a oh, it's a cancel. Was that a cancel? Yeah, cancel on the CC building on the 3rd building on location, which is a little bit cheeky. But yeah, NG Bay finishes up, and yeah, there are units in these bunkers. So the door gets open, the SCVs are allowed to get back in, and let's see, is this War Prism going to elevator up? Oh! War Prism survives with 12 health. I think there was just one more volley of the Marines and it was going to be done, or even just another shot from the missile turret. The other side of the map, Daryl is able to go up to 3 bases. Psionic Storm is on the way. As yeah, probably just going to try to get some damage done on the other side. Sends off a medevac with 8 Marines. As yeah, now Flobio is going to be able to play it a bit safe. Building the 3rd CC up in the main. It's always a risk you take building it on location, but here we go. Low ground. 1 medevac with Marines is going to be able to just clean up that lone zealot that was left behind. As yeah, bunkers are now salvaged, and we kind of go back to a normal game. Double Forge is on the way. There we go. +1 ground weapon, +1 armor. Finish will start up here for Daryl as yeah, some units moving into the right hand side, just trying to set up a bit of a surround for the incoming push. As here we go to Widowmine's going to burrow up as the bio are going to stem in. We'll see if Daryl's going to be able to. Oh, good storm as there's zealots on the low ground that are going to try and get the surround off on these Marines. Flobio is going to be able to pick up and get out of there as the medevac is going to head into the main base. It is absolutely decimating all the probes in the main base, and looks like it's just targeting down this nexus. We'll see if Daryl can get back in and defend. Here we go. The Marines are going to stem forward. They do actually get a stalker before finishes walking in, and a zealot. 3 zealots do finish up, but the Marines are still here. The 3 medevacs that lifted away from the initial push are going to land in the natural, and that's going to be going to force Daryl to do a little bit of micromanagement here, because yeah, there's still a medevac up in the main. Oh, the Marines are getting hit from the low ground from 2 High Templar, which aren't great, but the High Templar, the High Templar go down. I think the High Templar actually had Storm available there. Marines are actually going to deny this +1 ground weapon, ground armor, which is pretty big. A Storm goes down, but the Marines are able to get out of there. +1 ground weapons is also going to be denied unless this is a storm drop. War Prism gets picked off. Flavio just doing so much with this one medevac drop in the main base. The other 3 medevacs do come back into the natural, and the rest of the army gets pulled back into this as Flavio is just all over the show. 51 probes go down. Daryl's not going to be able to not going to be able to recover from this. Flavio getting the 2-0. Yeah, the Terran just flexing the micro, just flexing the multitasking. 1 medevac drop in the main, 3 medevac drop, well, 3 medevac push at the front, and then a drop into the natural. Amphion is going to be our game number 3, and quite possibly the last one. Just simply how Flavio has been playing. Don't want to talk Daryl out. I'd like to see us at least go to a game 4, possibly even a game 5, but Flavio just playing super solid, and yeah, just getting those crits, getting the damage done when it needs to be done, and pulling Daryl, picking him apart just a little bit here and a little bit there, and you know, at the end of the day, it's that's just how it goes sometimes. So yeah, Flavio playing some really solid PVT, and really solid PVT, and yeah, Daryl in just a little bit of trouble. So yeah, speaking of Daryl, it's in the bottom left hand corner of Amphion with the blue Protoss probes. And on the top left with the red Terran SCVs, once again, that's Flavio. Yeah, Daryl just in a little bit of trouble. Like when things just start getting a bit too hectic, Daryl just seems to just like start fraying at the seams, and that's when Flavio just makes the correct decision to just keep going back in. So yeah, Daryl just needing to tidy that up a little bit. The just that on the fly decision making. Excuse me, on the fly decision making just needs to be a little bit cleaner, and yeah, you're kind of hoping that Flavio makes a little mistake or something, but yeah, it doesn't seem like he's going to. Flavio just a little bit too clean there. The drop, the pickup, the drops, the pickup, just yeah, too clean, and Daryl just seems to be in a little bit of trouble. We'll see what Game 3 has in store for us, though. No flames and nothing wrong. Daryl playing some really good StarCraft, and yeah, Flavio just playing just a fraction better. But I mean, there's no flames. Daryl's playing really well, and I'm hoping to see him get a point on the board, because definitely deserves one. So we'll see what if Amphion is to be, or if it's if it's not to be. First blood once again goes to Daryl, getting rid of that probe this time, not going for the 3 racks. It's going to be a 2-1 so far. A stalker here on the side of Daryl, as yep, second racks finishes up, building a tech lab, so factory is now finished, so we'll see if yeah, so it's gonna be a 2-on-1. opener here for Flobio. 5 Marines just chilling at the top of the ramp here. High ground vision is just going to... Yeah, they're going to have to push a little bit more forward and be a bit more adventurous if you want to poke up there, but all the Marines just chilling at the top of the ramp is quite a bit of DPS that you don't really want to be pushing into. So, yeah, Flobio with a pretty solid defensive setup here on Amphion, and Daryl, yeah, just cranking out those probes, trying to get ahead. It's opened up the left-hand side of the map, which has these mineable minerals. Seems to be quite a theme in this patch. So in this group of maps, so map pool is the word I was looking for. As yeah, going up to a quick third base. Definitely going to be able to get in, and yeah, reactoring out the medevacs, a scan to see what the levels of saturation like. Also sees a robo facility, so yeah, 2 more gates on the way. It's got a double medevac drop heading across the map, so yeah, Flobio gonna look to start to put some of that pressure on. This is a super saturated super saturated natural, and yeah, not even gonna think about the third base on the left hand side of the map. Instead, just gonna look to push up into the natural that's completely undefended. It's gonna be an unpowered row facility, and yep, 4 stalkers, but this is a double medevac drop, so this is a lot of DPS in these Marines. They do have stim, and okay, the observer just gets taken out instantaneously. There you see Flobio just trying to get some damage done. 4 stalkers and 2 zealots. Is Daryl going to be able to hold on here, or is this just going to spiral a little bit? The depth shows up to try help, as it's, yeah, I think Daryl should just have enough 2 stalkers and some good micro. Flobio not heading home though, just going to keep the pressure on this Nexus. Force Daryl to come to him as, yeah, medevac is going to boost forward. They are probably just going to try, take some of the shots at the stalkers and keep the Marines alive a little bit longer. But like I said, they're going to be in a good enough position to push that back, and that's a nice little early game win here. These 2 medevacs are another 2 medevacs are coming across, as yeah, Daryl floating a little bit. 5 zealots getting warped in here. Now Flobio is going to see that there is a third base location. 3 zealots waiting for the drop, so or for the unload. 5 charge lots are going to be here, and 2 stalkers show up, and I think this might just be enough to push this back. Double medevac healing is actually quite a crazy thing here. As you can see, the sustainability of these Terran units are just still here. There's another drop hitting into the natural, as yeah, some probes are just getting transferred away. Here we go. There's more triple medevacs here in the third base location. Flobio just being super annoying, hitting in multiple locations all at once. 11 probes land up going down. It's 13 in total this game. 3 charge lots are going to be enough to do enough damage onto these units. Okay, some Widowmines. Oh, one Widowmine lands up surviving, as the drop in the natural slash main is still going on. It's only 3 Marines. That's enough to take out a stalker apparently. As yeah, some charge lots survived that yeah, I was gonna say that medevac's not long for this world. So yeah, 1 Marine, 1 Marauder, and 3 medevacs. Yeah, there we go. 2 medevacs. 1 medevac's going to boost out to safety. This medevac boosting in is not going to be long for this world, and yeah, that's going to be cleaned up. But Daryl's not out of the woods just yet. There are a couple of Widowmines. Oh, good blink micro. Oh, Zealot drawing some friendly fire from that Widowmine onto the Terran units. There's only 1 medevac here to heal, and the medevac's one strong gust away. Go get taken out by a single shot by of a stalker. As yeah, another medevac shows up to heal a couple of these units, but yeah, I think Daryl's kind of stabilizing here and in a pretty decent position. On the back of this, Flavio's taken a third base, quite late, taking a third base in terms of like upgrades. 2-1 is on the way. Concussive shells are only on the way now, as it looks like, with the War Prism to reinforce, and Stalkers get rid of the medevac. That's really important in terms of just reducing the amount of healing power that the Terran has, because here we go. Flavio even pulling the boys into this one, needing to do all the tanking, needing to get all the tanking done as possible. He has the War Prism warping in the front line, more charge loss going off. There's a couple of Widow Mines that get some good shots off, as most of the buyers stimming into the back of the natural mineral line, just trying to stay alive as long as possible. 30 SCVs get taken out. Flavio really needs to defend this and get some counter attack done. War Prism gets taken out, as 25 SCVs. Flavio losing a lot of SCVs in that defense, and Daryl going up to 4 bases on the back of this. It's such an important thing. Like I said, it looked like he had enough. It looked like he had weathered the storm, and Daryl is alive and strong. 29 SCVs to 46 probes. Daryl's gonna be in a really strong position. The only thing Daryl needs to do is just wasted a blink there. Couldn't blink up onto the high ground, as here we go. Some units are going to stem into this third base mineral line, and we'll see how many probes actually end up going down. A couple of them get saved by the War Prism. As here we go, the Blink Stalkers will show up, and they are going to get one volley onto this medevac, but the medevac is going to be able to get out of there. Unfortunately for Flavio, this is the only medevac. And the multi-prong harass is just not happening. Daryl in a pretty good position, up 10 workers, but Storm is on the way, +1 ground weapons is on the way for Daryl, so not out of the woods just yet. Is going to be down 2 upgrades. There you go, the +2 armor has started, and Flavio is just kind of taking up a little bit. It's a really low HP medevac though. Like, these units are just not long for this world if this medevac moves anytime soon. Here we go, another big bio push. So this Marine Marauder mine. I mean, I wouldn't mind to see a few tanks, but I mean, it is what it is. This observer's in such a good position to spot the move out of Flavio. As here we go, Psionic Storm's about to finish up. These Templar have been banking up energy. Storm's available. Let's see what the blankets on these units is like, as the High Templar sort of kicking back. You have Storm. Okay, two really good Storms actually. As the High Templar actually sacrificed themselves for 2 really good Storms. You can't be moving into that. Here we go. The medevac is going to get taken out. I mean, three Marines do manage to get unloaded, but that's not going to be enough to cause any sort of damage. Those Stalkers were being moved at almost the wrong time, but here we go. The medevacs are going to load up from the front and head off towards the third. There's a War Prism with 3 Zealots in the top side of the map. Here we go. Recall is going to be used as three Stalkers and an Archon are going to be recalled here to the third base, and that is going to be enough to buy Daryl a little bit of time. Even the Zealots from the top side of the map, I thought they were going to be part of a run by, actually coming back. Yeah, they are. I think that's just an F2 that's Daryl just not wanting to die. Here we go. The 12 more probes get taken out, which I think is exactly what Flavio needed just to get back into this game economically. Medevacs are going to lift up and get out of there. There's no Stalkers to blink and shoot them down at the moment. Observer's still really well placed, and the War Prism is still over here. Here we go. 8 charge lots warping in here. Let's see at what point does Flavio realize that there are 8 charge lots on the way. It's going to be as they're about to hit, because here we go. 8 charge lots are running in here, and Flavio with the clutch a supply depot block. Here we go, more SCVs just on hold position. Good EMP here. He's going to blanket most of these Zealots, but there's absolutely nothing really to defend this. Marine draws him out, and the Woodermine gets a good shot on them. This Ghost, you won't be losing Ghost to some Zealots, but the door was open. Okay, good. EMP goes off, and it's going to be alright. Flavio survives. Now we go some more charge lots warping in at the 4th base location here. Trying to go through a little bit of a choke here, but yep, Zealots are going to get picked up, and they are going to get saved. War Prism is not in any danger just yet. Depending on this pathing over here, this War Prism might be in danger. Here we go, a lot of High Templar here, and that's going to be, oh, good feedback. High Templar blanketing the base of this ramp, so neither player wanting to push up or down. 10 more charge lots warping in here. I think Daryl might be in a position to start taking, putting the pressure onto Flavio. Flavio's just been pushing, and yep, Daryl in a pretty solid position to take out this natural base. Siege up, the High Templar all just chilling here at the bottom of the ramp. They don't have much energy, but I don't think Daryl is. Daryl's just sort of fainting there. Come man, come at me, bro. Come at me, bro. So some ghosts on the top of the ramp here. Some good EMPs. Good feedback from the low ground here. As, yeah, this is where the main engagement happens. As Flavio's coming in from 2 sides. Marines and Marauders from the low ground. There's reinforcements all up on the high ground. So this might be the last engagement of the next couple minutes. If both of these armies get destroyed, there's no natural here. Oh, the Psy Storm there is actually hurting the Zealots a lot more than it was hurting the Terran. Terran's just building up, banking up reinforcements on the high ground here. Looks like Flavio now wants to go down. Oh, it's going to bait the Zealots into the Storm. That's a pretty clutch move there. Baits another Storm out. War Prism flies into the Storm. Flavio just did such a good job of opening and closing the door. The Storm's actually doing a lot of friendly damage here. Some units coming in from the south side, some more units coming down from the main. Daryl's kind of getting pincered here, and I think that's, yeah, Daryl just losing all of his army. Flavio just taking the engagements correctly there. This is such a sweet little trick, baiting out the storms and then having the Zealots run up into the storm and eat so much Starstorm damage. It's not something you really want as a Protoss to be storming your own units, but you know, I mean, Flavio just once again taking some really good engagements. Some snipes go off on 2 Zealots. It's okay. A good EMP actually to take out some of the storm energy of those High Templar. No storms available. There is an Archon and a Disruptor. Disruptor gets taken out relatively quickly. 2 High Templar are going to morph into an Archon. That's not going to happen. 4 more charge lots warp in. There's 4 more gateways on the way here for Daryl, but Daryl is down 70 army supply at the moment. He's down 60 supply in general. Yeah, probes all rallied onto these onto the assimilator, trying to survive. Bunches charge lot walk in, and that's going to be it. GG gets called by Daryl. Flavio playing a killer 3 game best of 5, and is this week's Cup 69 champion. Well done to Flavio. Wow, I mean that was a hell of a best of 3. I beg your pardon. It was a hell of a best of 5. Flavio playing 3 really intense games and coming out on top. Yeah, well done to Flavio. Well done to Daryl. Unfortunately, getting the 3-0 doesn't actually it doesn't actually reflect the quality that or the quality of the games Daryl playing. Daryl playing a really sick series, and unfortunately Flavio just being that little just a little bit better, which is, I mean, like I was saying earlier, no flames to Daryl, but yeah, well played to Flavio. Let's see, do we have any? Oh, Night Phoenix gets a 2-0 over Hatsu in third place. So we have Terran Protoss is your top 3 for Cup 69. So yeah, well done to everybody. Thanks to all the players for playing, and to you, the lovely viewers, for tuning in. I look forward to seeing you all, not next week, but the week after. We will probably have Cup 70. So yeah, what will that date be? It'll be June the 8th that we will have Cup number 70, and yeah, we look forward. I look forward to seeing you here again, and yeah, give us a follow on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, and you'll get notified of any upcoming events and when we go live. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you guys next time. Well, I'm from myself, Linglad, and on behalf of Team CSO and CSO Esports TV, thanks for tuning in, and we will see you guys again next time. Thanks.